Since we started using the inspection app, we can really see that the inspections that we carry out really give an added value. Before we use the inspection app, technical superintendent can come on board and leave with only one observation. And we know that this might sound like a good thing. However, we know that during an inspection, we normally find more than one thing. And in the inspection app, it's very easy to record the observations that you have. And we can see that we have actually increased our number of observations during the visits. And we believe that this is due to that the recording is much easier. The administrative burden on the technical superintendents has actually become less, as they do a lot of the recording directly in the app. And when they get back to the office to complete their report, they have the photos already attached through the app, and they have their answers to the questions, and it's synchronized into the system. One of the greatest advantages of using the Certica inspection app is that it's very easy to use when you're on board. That you can filter the questions that you want based on the area that you are on in the ship. Or you can filter the question based on the previous answer you had to the question. You can also choose to set up group codes so that you can organize your questions based on other things than the areas on board. Maybe you can assign questions specifically to the master or to the chief officer. Or you can assign questions based on CIRE 2.0. Another advantage is that you can decide yourself if you want to make your follow-up job in the PMS or as an event, depending on the type of inspection that you have. So in the inspection app, we have assigned every question to a specific component in the PMS system, meaning that if we have a remark on one of these components during our visit, this will automatically generate a PMS job on the component in the PMS system, which makes it very easy to keep the history of the components in the PMS. It makes it easier to follow up and to see the history of the components that we have on board. We can actually retrieve a lot of data from the inspections, much more data than we could before using the app when we were using forms. And this data can be used for KPIs. We can see how vessels perform on the inspections on specific items. We can also compare based on the group codes that we have assigned to the questions, compare our performance on internal inspections to external inspections like CIRE 2.0. As we have assigned certain questions to CIRE 2.0, we can actually compare what we find when we are on board to what the CIRE inspector finds when he is on board. Our recommendation is that when you start setting up your inspection jobs and assigning them to different areas, you should have somebody that normally does inspections on board a ship involved in this process to make sure that you get the most out of the inspection app. When you start using the app, a good idea is to start kind of small. You maybe start on one vessel and you try it out there and you see the feedback that you have from this vessel. And based on that feedback, you can make updates to your inspection list and the jobs to make sure that when you launch it to the rest of the fleet, it will be as good as it can be.